Happy August, everyone. It is a beautiful morning here in the garden. We got some stuff to harvest today. We got some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some zucchini, some onions. So it's a really exciting time to be out here in the garden. We are officially in the peak of the growing season. Within the next couple weeks or so, we'll be right at the top, and that's when things will probably be at their best. So we're just going to enjoy the ride. Like I said, a lot of tomatoes to pick off today, which is exciting. We're also going to be sowing some peas for our fall crop, as well as just enjoying the start of August here in the garden. So come along for the ride. It's going to be a great video. Well, something I wanted to highlight here as we're pulling out the last few onions. This onion right here, I started from a set, the onion sets you can get at the garden center in the springtime, and this one was started from seed. Similar variety, both red onions, and as you can see, this one has gone to flower, gone to seed, and there's really no bulb here to be harvested, whereas this one didn't. The neck is broken and it's ready to pull out. So that is part of the benefit of starting from seed with your onions. Not only do you get a wider selection of varieties, but you don't have to worry about the onions ever going to seed because it's their first year. These sets are harvested, and then once you plant them again, the plants get confused sometimes and think it's their second year and will actually go and produce a flower. Just another little benefit there, and this was an experiment that I ran, and I'm happy to see the results here. So let's get these onions out, and then we're gonna sow our peas in this bed. Well, I think we did all right this morning. Got the rest of the onions out. Some of these could have waited a little longer, but honestly, I got to get the peas sown now. We're in August now. If I want to get a nice fall harvest, I got to get them in the ground as soon as possible. So I just had to pull the remaining, but that's okay because we still got a lot that we properly dried out and harvested at the right time. So these ones, if some of the necks weren't broken yet, we can just use them as a fresh onion within the week or so. And then, I mean, look at these tomatoes. Like, this is the biggest tomato harvest so far. I know it's still only a few, but you know, to have this many already on August 1st is a good sign. I think last year we were a little bit behind, but you know, it's a good sign. Some of these cucumbers I missed. As you can see, these are quite large. I like to pick them about this size, even a little smaller, so that's a little big. The zucchini, I kind of broke off when I was harvesting it, but I like to pick them small, these zucchini. They taste better in my opinion when you get them when they're small. As soon as they start to get too big, they start getting the seeds in them, and they're just not as tender. I also got a beautiful little summer squash here. This is the Gelber Englisher, I believe the variety is. So yeah, decent tomatoes, some cucumbers, zucchini, the onions of course. Speaking of onions, we're gonna go actually to prepare the ones we harvested in the previous video for storage alongside with the garlic, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. So let's get these inside, and then we'll go take care of our garlic and onions and get those ready for long-term storage for the winter time. So yeah, let's go take a look now. Alrighty, so we got all our onions and garlic here, and we're just gonna go ahead and prep them for storage and put them in our little basket just for the time being. So We're gonna start maybe I think with the garlic. So let me just, here we go. So as you can see, this is very dried out now. It's at the point where we can cut off the stem as well as some of the roots and get it ready to store. So you want to remove as much of the dirt as you can from the actual garlic. And then, very simple, you, I don't know, a little bit, like maybe an inch or so, you just cut it right off there. And then the roots, you can do the same thing, try to cut them a bit tighter. And you can take off the outer layer, just one. And there you have it. A beautiful, beautiful head of garlic here, ready for long-term storage. So I'll do another one and show you again. And for the onions, it's the same idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it right around where the neck is broken. And then just trim back these roots here. And you're all set to go. Now this here is a variety that I've kind of talked about a bit before in the past. The seeds are from my zio, who lives in the mountains of Abruzzo, Italy, and it's a variety, I guess, that you can say is pretty common around there. At least I think it is. It's just the classic pear style Italian tomato. He says he's been growing it for who knows how long. Safe seeds passed down to him. So it's a beautiful tomato plant, produces a lot of these really nice heart, kind of pear heart style tomatoes, and the flavor is delicious. They're good for sauce, fresh eating, so definitely a staple in my garden. I got 2 plants this year. Next year I'll probably do 3. So yeah, just a variety I wanted to highlight. This is the Pomodoro Chioro Antico di Acquiterme, another Italian variety, massive ox heart tomato, pretty decent producer as well. Plant's healthy, very tall, and looks like it's just starting to blush, so we'll be able to try this one out soon. Here we have the Carol Chucka's Big Paste. Carol's Big Paste. I've been calling this plant Carl the whole year, and I don't know where I got Carl from. It's literally spelled Carol, but nonetheless, Carol's Big Paste. My apologies to Carol. And this plant's just been producing the biggest tomatoes I think in the garden so far, and the production is unbelievable. So if the flavor's good, it might be a mainstay in the garden. So we're just gonna take a quick walk through the garden right now and see how everything's doing. So as you can see here, the variety I was mentioning earlier, check out all the fruits there. We're gonna have a nice harvest on these plants. We got these monsters right here, as you can see. These are pretty big, and they're starting to blush, so I'm excited to try those. Speaking of monsters, look at the size of some of these here. This is the Zagola tomato, and as you can see, it's loaded with some pretty big fruit, but I still don't think that's the biggest one, because if we come over here, the Martezol Gold has got what looks to be a 2.5–3 pound fruit on it right there. So can't wait to harvest that and try it out. But as you can see, the tomato plants are doing really well. They're all really tall and ripening fruit. There's actually a hummingbird right over there behind us flying around. If you look over here, our zucchini patch is doing really well. And our fall crop of beets is coming in nicely. So that's a little walk around for today. Well, we got our garlic and onions taken care of. They're ready for storage. Got a nice little harvest today. It's August. We got to sow our peas and we got to just take a nice walk around the garden. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of tomato reviews coming out soon, as well as just more general videos in the garden, enjoying the prime of the growing season here in August. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.